Good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from the YouTube channel to continue my part series, The Week That Was. College Football History Review, the 1986 college football season, Week 3. Let's get into it. Got Penn State, number 4 team in the country. Excuse me, the number 5 team in the country. Beat Boston College 26-14. Nittany Lions ran series mark to 14-1. Forced 7 turnovers, each more crippling than next. Eagles were hampered by thumb injury to quarterback Mark Campus. Sub quarterbacks Sean Halloran came off bench, completed 18 of 25 for 260 yards, 2 touchdowns. But his 3 interceptions did not help. Halloran's first touchdown pass to wide receiver Darren Flutie cut deficit to 12-7. Meanwhile, Penn State answered with 2 touchdowns by tailback DJ Dozier on 17-yard reception from quarterback John Schaefer, a 7-yard run, while defense snuffed out Boston College opportunity with linebacker Shane Collins in his own interception of a pass by tailback Troy Stratford. Dozier rushed 78 yards and caught 3 passes for 50 yards. Number 15, Florida State played to a tie as a result against North Carolina, 10-10, mostly drained in the wake of tackle Pablo Lopez's death. The Seminoles of Florida State could not pull out victory. Florida State kicker Derek Schmidt missed a 36-yard field goal attempt, his third miss of the day at game's end. Tar Heels took a 7-0 lead on quarterback John Hall's first quarter 14-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Eric Streeter. Florida State finally got on the scoreboard in third quarter when defensive end Felton Hayes blocked the North Carolina punt through end zone to cut deficit to 7-2. The Noles then took the lead on a 28-yard scoring pass from backup quarterback Peter Tom Willis to wide receiver Ronald Lewis. Subsequent 2-point conversion gave Florida State a 3-point lead until Tar Heels kicker Guillermo's 24-yard field goal in the fourth quarter. Carolina coach Vic Crum had mixed day, remaining undefeated but suffering strained ligaments in the right knee after sideline collision. Next, you got Clemson against number 14 Georgia, where Clemson beat number 14 Georgia by a score of 31-28. Tigers enjoyed a rare victory over better non-conference rival, second in 18 games, as kicker David Treadwell nailed a 46-yard field goal as time expired. Clemson drove 34 yards in 111 as tailback Terrence Flagler had a 16-yard run and quarterback Rodney Williams broke loose for 15 yards more. Bulldogs had tied game 28-28 on quarterback James Jackson's 78-yard hookup to wide receiver Fred Lane at the end of third quarter. Later in the fourth quarter, Georgia was back on offense, moving into Clemson territory before Jackson lost fumble at 15-yard line. The Tigers displayed running back depth as tailback Kenny Flowers ran for 72 yards in the first half before departing with ankle sprain. Flagler added 90 yards rushing and a touchdown catch. Next, Alabama. Number 4 team in the country beat Florida, the number 13 team in the country, 21-7. Crimson Tide won SEC early showdown as tailback Bobby Humphrey came off bench to run for 114 yards. Quarterback Mike Shula led 2 long scoring drives in third quarter to eliminate 7-0 halftime deficit. Humphrey tied game with a 10-yard scoring reception, then added 1-yard touchdown run later in the game. Alabama outgained Florida by 162 yards to 20 yards during decisive third quarter, with winning 91-yard drive being capped by fullback David Castile's 4-yard touchdown run, despite strong pressure that resulted in 3 sacks by Alabama. Gators quarterback Kerwin Bell threw for 22 of 36 for 235 yards. Louisiana State, number 8 team in the country, lost to Miami of Ohio, 21-12. The Tigers failed to return to the level shown previously against Texas A&M as they lost 7 turnovers at a punt block. Blew myriad chances in Redskins end. Miami wingback Andy Schillinger made his pair of catches count for 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. LSU defense held Ohioans to 20 yards rushing, 9 first downs. By quarterback Tommy Hudson threw for 183 yards. Miami raised its remarkable all-time mark against the SEC, considered America's toughest conference, to 8-0-1. Wyoming beat Air Force 21-17. And finally, Washington. Washington, number 17 in the country, beat number 11 Brigham Young by a score of 52-21. Brigham Young scored on a 94-yard return of the open kickoff by halfback Robert Parker. Huskies handed BYU its worst defeat since 1973, as quarterback Chris Chandler threw 4 touchdowns and ran in another. Linebacker Steve Roberts had 4 of Huskies' 10 sacks, leading defense that held Cougars to only 225 yards, including a minus 45 yards rushing. Gaining revenge for 31-3 blowout in 1985, Huskies effectively cast outcome by halftime as they led 42-7. Second quarter alone featured all 4 of Sandler's touchdowns. Wide receiver Lonzel Hill caught 2 touchdowns for second straight game. The Parker's long kickoff return, BYU had to wait until fourth quarter to score. Again, as Buckeye backup Otis, backup quarterback Mike Young, and Bob Jensen each threw touchdown passes. So that concludes a look at Week 3, the games that were played on September 20th, 1986. Week 3, that was college football history reviewed in 1986 college football season, 1986. So I got the AP polls up September 22nd. 20 was Florida State, 19 Michigan State, 18 Louisiana State, 17 Baylor, 16 UCLA, Iowa 15, Texas A&M 14, Maryland 13, 12 Southern California, 11 Arizona State, 10 Arizona, 9 Arkansas, 8 Auburn, 7 Penn State, 6 Washington, 5 Michigan, 4 Nebraska, 3 Alabama, 2 Miami, and number 1 Oklahoma. So that concludes a look at college football history review the 1986 college football season, Week 3, the games that are played on September 20th, 1986. Please like, subscribe, comment on the channel, do a video this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.